Streets biggest blessing. It's going down, man. I had that Dundee go in hall, lady.
Man, he was going all the way.
I said I ain't gonna stop it, man. We'll open that mic up in a little bit, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Y'all listening to the real underground, man. Street biggest blessing edition, man. We kicking it before the club. We got that boy Wiz Khalifa in the town tonight.
Already.
Trinidad James too.
And the crew.
And the crew.
Was it Chevy Wood?
Yeah. Shout out to Stevie J. He was in the city last night. Him and Miss Glam had a nice time. And they did big things, you know what I'm saying? Music, you know, as far as the music, you know. So everybody working, man. Everybody working.
Say, man, I want to remind everybody that's listening to the Real Underground Show and they tune in to KBF 88.3 FM. Remember, man, we got the Pledge Drive beginning August 3rd, man. That's August 3rd at midnight.
At midnight.
You know what I'm talking about? It'll be a Pledge Drive, so y'all make sure y'all support 88.3 KBF. All our listeners and all our supporters, y'all make sure y'all support. So when y'all hear it's Thursday talking about Pledge Drive, we need y'all pledges. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up 433-0088. And y'all give us your pledge. You feel me? It ain't got to be a whole lot of money.
Anything is plenty, man.
Anything is plenty, man. 5s, your 10s, you know what I'm saying, and whatever else.
We take food stamps.
You know, you did.
EBT, that's credit too.
already. And speaking of going in, Dundee was going in, man. If y'all want to know what he was jamming, man, he had the DJ drummer, featuring Young Jeezy, Yo Gotti, Juicy J, that For What. He had that Don Trip, I Promise. He had that Wale featuring 2 Chainz, that Give Me Dope. He had that Rich Homie Quan, Some Type of Way. Then he just hit him with that new Vado feature Ace Hood, Don't Make Me Do It. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what it was, man. He gonna do his thing regardless, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, first off, shout out to the team, man. You know, Folk Studio, D-Dirt, Lil Rock Obama. They on the road right now. You know, Jackson, Mississippi, you know. We on that Young 2 shut campaign up, you know, shut that campaign, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, you know, we working, man, like Smooth the Dude saying. Shout out to Smooth the Dude, he's still on the grind. He out somewhere, but he gonna call.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. He was just saying, where was he at?
Birmingham,
North Carolina. So shout out to Smooth the Dude. Smooth the Dude got the show, you know what I'm saying? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? The internet talk show, radio talk show. It's real big, you know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna hold it up, man. We gonna let Dundee get back in this thing, man. We'll chop it up a little bit later, you know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to everybody behind gates,
I was just gonna get that.
All our ladies behind gates, you know what I'm saying? All our men behind gates, man.
All our fellow Arkansas.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody that tuned into the Real Underground Show from behind gates. There's one love from the Real Underground Show. We got more letters. We're gonna hit y'all with the shout outs. We might read a few of them.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna get into all that, man. You know, we holding it down too tonight, Dundee, ain't that right? We holding it down too. I believe so. We holding it down too. So y'all just stay tuned, man. 433-0088, man. Street's biggest blessing, man. We kicking it before the club. So if you know what I'm saying, you getting dressed, you getting fly. You know, if you just chilling, if you catching the rack, man, tune in. It's going down. Dundee, go and get into it. What you got for him over there? Oh man, well he gonna hit y'all with he gonna keep it crunk all night. We gonna hit y'all with a throwback joint. And you know what? I'm gonna let him drop it, then I'm gonna introduce it. Dundee, do your thing. 433-0088. It's going down. Shout out to that boy Boogie Shoes, man. We ballin' in the South. Arkansas, we kicking that dough, baby. Stand up, everybody. My plans, well, boy. Boogie shoes. Hey, I'm trying to send him out the meat rack over there. Then the blues they doing. In my old school drop. At the school fire club. So we gonna keep it 1,000, man. Try to do it, but we can't please everybody, but we gonna make it happen. You dig?
Now check this out. It's 10:03 in the capital city. Y'all tuning into the Real Underground Show, KBF 88.3. Now DJ Dundee, man, got a special guest, telephone interview, man. Let them know who we got on the phone, man.
Hey,
Look, y'all, check this out, man. We got my girl Surreal, straight out of H-Town, man. Surreal, first lady of the Swisher House. She on the lines right now. You know what I'm saying? We finna go ahead and get into this interview. What's happening?
Already. We finna go to the phone lines, man. Surreal, what's going on, baby? Already. This your boy Big Hog Leg tuning, signing in from the Real Underground Show. Hollering at you, man, with DJ Don D in the building.
Already. How y'all doing?
Already. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I say I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
That's what's up. So, man, y'all, if all the listeners tuning in, I know y'all know Surreal. Cause she know how to. I know y'all know Surreal now. You know what I'm saying? First lady of the Swisher House, man. I'm telling you, I was jamming the Swisher House back then, like when I first started listening to mixtapes and DJs doing mixtapes and stuff, and when I first heard Surreal, I was like, they got a female rapper on the squad now?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, just tell them a little something like
let them know what's really going on, what it was, the whole movement.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm Surreal, Swisher House first lady, for those that may not have heard of me. I basically just been grinding out here in these Houston H-Town streets and, you know, just putting in a lot of hard work. Like, you know, Swisher House, they recognize my movement, my grind. And I'm here today. I mean, it's a long story to it, but I could basically sum it up. Basically, like Michael Watts, I was always like, you know, I see him out, you know, in the Houston nightlife, and I'll be passing out my mixtapes. Like I gave him, I don't know how many mixtapes, and he probably had never listened to them until one day I was on a flight to Miami to, y'all remember when the Ozone Awards was like popping and all that stuff? Yeah, so I was on the same flight with Michael Watts, like actually sitting right next to him. And so I was just like, man, he started talking to me first, so he was like, y'all going to the Ozone Awards? Because I had me, my cousin, and my homegirl with me, and I was like, yeah. And so I was like, man, you should know who I am. And he was like, you look familiar. I was like, man, I done gave you a million mixtapes, like, my name's Surreal. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, you sound familiar. So, I mean, I had like a backpack full of CDs. He was on the same side as me. I'm like, this man have no choice but to pop in one of my mixtapes and listen to it, you know? Because I'm like right there.
He's stuck.
So, yeah, exactly. So I gave him a mixtape. He listened to it. And he was just like, the only thing I can say about it is you just need better perception. So therefore right there told me that, you know, my skills was there, I just need better beats. Right. So from now on, you know, it's just been popping, but it's crazy because I had known knew of his best friend, DJ Big Red. Big Red was like kind of spinning out here in Houston at the strip clubs and stuff, like Ice Cream Castle. That was one of the strip clubs he was DJing at back in the day. And so I would go up there and get my music played in the strip club. And so I went on the road with his best friend, DJ Big Red, for like 6 months to a year. And they just kind of like recognized my grind. And one day just hit me up and was like, man, we want to meet with you. It was him, Michael Watts, and G-Dash. So I went to the Swisher House office and I got my contract. I sat on it for about 2 months because I had to get my lawyer and everything in place. And I got my contract and I'm Swisher House first lady right now.
That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be, huh?
That's what's up.
You know.
I got a couple more questions for you. Like when was your first mix? I mean, what was the name of your first mixtape? And when did it drop?
My first mixtape was called Set It Off. I did the whole, like, you remember the movie with Queen Latifah and Bill Cosby, Jada Pinkett, yeah. So I based my mixtape off of that movie, and it was called Set It Off. Yeah, that was my first mixtape. But that mixtape wasn't under Swisher House. That was a mixtape that I did on my own with a producer I was working with at that time. And I pretty much pressed up a whole bunch of copies and just flooded the streets with that, like just flooded H-Town with it.
What was your first Swisher House mixtape?
My first Swishahouse mixtape was Real Recognize the Real.
Oh, really? So, no,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, so I was jamming it. I was jamming like a mug. Like, cause look, I'm telling you though, like, so when I first started listening to like Swishahouse mixtape back in 2008, I had that what did they say, that Hustle 2K8, so you know what I'm saying. Then I started like going back. Listen to some of his older mixtapes, like the first time I heard you on the mixtape was that Chop No More Part 10. Now you was on that Hustle 2K8 too.
Yeah, I was on Hustle 2K8.
Yeah, with that Gutter Chick remix.
Yeah, with the yeah.
Man, so.
Yeah, it's crazy because I did my Gutter Chick video and got like 30,000 views on that thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So
and then I had like a lot of other like DJs going through chopping and screwing it and making their own videos to it. So yeah.
That's what's up. So I was doing some research on you and everything. Tell the people about the Gutter Mamas.
Oh yeah, the Gutter Mamas, man. It's crazy how the Gutter Mamas started. Like it's real crazy. Like I was basically when I did Set It Off mixtape way before Swishahouse, I was hollering Gutter Mamas, but I was the only person. I didn't even have no clique. I was just hollering. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe eventually I'm gonna get some females and we're gonna be Gutter Mamas, but I was just screaming that by myself. And then one day it was a DJ out here that was well known, like she's on 97 on the box and everything, DJ Brandy Garcia. Yeah. And so right now she in Cali though on the radio station out there, but she had called all the female rappers together in Houston to come together and do like a mixtape or whatever, hosted by LaToya Luckett and everything. So it's crazy because I met Gutter Mamas, Candy Red, Korma, and Sugar. She go by Raquel Gemini now, but I met them three all through, you know, us females hooking up in H-Town. And it just so happened that everybody couldn't, it's like everybody had different attitudes and everybody wanted to be boss and, you know, even though it was DJ Brandy Garcia's idea, but people were trying to like, you know, take the idea and run with it and do their own thing. So it's just crazy. So I ended up pulling them three and was like, man, y'all want to be part of my Gutter Mamas? And really, it was just me. Like I ain't have no clicking business. So I was like, y'all want to be just called Gutter Mamas? Like I'm already repping it. Y'all could just be a part of my team. So they was like, yeah. And so I had already did a song called Gutter Mama, the definition of a Gutter Mama boss bitch. And so I was like, man, how about y'all throw a verse on there? So they threw a verse on there. We did a video in the studio. So it's on YouTube. Like if you go look up Gutter Mama boss, you'll be able to see that video or whatever. It's crazy because we just all came together from that situation. And we have been rocking together for a minute. Yeah. So.
I really, tell us about the rap scene out there in Houston. You know, we be getting a whole bunch of guests and stuff that be coming out here and calling in, you know what I'm saying? And mainly coming from Texas. You know what I'm saying? We had Tom Tom, we had Prince Ricky, Trail Lee, ME, ESG. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your I mean, how did the rap scene look to you out there?
I love my city, but the rap scene is nothing like it was. It's nothing like it was in 05 and 06. Like when Paul Wall and Slim Thug and Chameleon all came out, it ain't nothing like that no more. Like the artists now, to me, I feel like the artists aren't sticking together like they should be. You know, and then with I'm not the only female rapper out here. It's other female rappers, and I hang with those other female rappers, and it's just I feel like the dudes that's on in our city, they don't show love to like us female rappers. I mean, some of them do, but a lot of them don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just feel like, and then our radio system ain't the same. Like that doesn't change, so it's like. It's just a lot. Like it ain't.
Let me ask you a question. Would you say that's all?
If somebody tell me, oh, I'm coming to Houston to start my rap career, I would laugh at them because this ain't what it said. Like you gotta get on the road and get like when I'm on the road, I get treated like royalty on the road.
Exactly. You gotta be here with it.
Yeah, but in my city, it's like, it ain't the same. It just ain't the same.
Let me ask you a question, Surreal. So would you say that your radio station is there in H-Town and kind of got more commercial?
Oh yeah, it's definitely more commercial.
Because I remember when the mixtape DJs used to be the DJ, the host of them, and that's probably the main reason why those stations used to sound the way they used to sound back in the day, because the street DJs was the disc jockeys and whatnot. But I don't know what you think.
Yeah, and that's true. And I just feel like now, all you really hear, we hear the same music every day, all day. That's why I have satellite radio, because I go crazy listening to the radio station out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I be want to hear some of the hometown people out here that do. Like, if you go to Dallas or if you go to Atlanta, you gonna hear they artists on the radio. You don't really hear a Houston artist on Houston radio.
And see, one thing about it, Surreal, you know, this the real underground show, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we doing, you know. We giving the voice of the voiceless, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we spinning our local, I'm not gonna call us local, you know, we independent, we everywhere. Our A-state in and out everywhere, you know, other states too, you know what I'm saying? We giving them that voice that we not getting, that we need. You know what I mean? And I got another, since it sounds more like, you know, it sounds a lot like Arkansas, what you're telling us. You know, we got a lot of female artists around here that's doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? You got some, since you've been the first lady of Swishahouse and you know, your accomplishments, give a little word of advice to them and what they, you know, just need to keep doing and, you know, just the real.
Already, see, and that's the thing, like, I love to meet female rappers, and not only do I love to meet female rappers, I love to meet female rappers that actually go hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, you automatically set up for failure if you don't keep those, because the thing about that is, I done met a lot of people that, I mean, because the first thing people look at at a female rapper is our appearance.
Right.
And no matter if you go hard, if you eat the mic, when you start rapping, it don't matter how hard you go, your appearance is number one. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You better be looking just as hard as you going. And I mean on it in a good way, I'm saying.
Exactly. And can't always carry yourself like a woman to respect yourself.
Right.
If you don't respect yourself, how you expect other people to respect you? You know what I mean?
Come on.
So I done met a lot of producers. I done met a lot of male rappers in the game. And the thing about that is you have to separate yourself from pleasure and from business. If you're gonna work with a male rapper, and let that just be you work with that male rapper. He gives you a verse or you do a verse for him or whatever, and you move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try my best to like not get myself involved.
And call it and hype, you know.
Exactly, exactly. And to be real, that's all I need is people in the entertainment business, because this is what I do. But I still have to stand my ground, and people respect me in Houston and everywhere else where I'm known, because I respect myself and I go out and I handle myself like a woman. You know what I mean?
I like that, Surreal. Matter of fact, I got Miss Glamorous in the studio, right, in the radio station right now, and she listens to everything you saying. So what I want you to do is I want you to kick where we can find you, where they can contact you at, and she gonna be getting at you. So you see some of Miss Glamorous, and a lot of more people gonna be getting at you, but let them know where they can reach you at.
Cool. I mean, I'm all over the internet. You can, if you search my name in Google, you'll find me, whatever. But you can hit me on Instagram. That's @SurrealOnline, SURREALL online. That's also my Twitter, @SurrealOnline. Facebook.com/surreal. If you want to check out my videos or new music or subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/surrealmusic. Yeah, I'm in this thing.
And in a minute, you're going to be in this thing. We're going to have you live at the Real Underground show and shows and everything, because we support the Surreal.
Already, and I appreciate it, man. I got a new single that's going to be dropping real soon. I'm in the process of setting up my video, my photo shoot and everything for my new single. It's called Water, featuring Fat Pimp.
Yeah.
So, it's going down.
Make sure you get it done.
Oh yeah.
Because we gonna spend it. And then one thing about it, you know, we're 100,000 watts just like the other stations around here. So, and we write down everything. So if it's your single, and when we log it in, be looking for your check.
I'm talking about. And for upcoming producers, they got heat. They got, you know, when I'm talking about, as soon as I turn on the beat, I'm turned up and I'm bobbing my head. If you got that kind of production, holler at me. Like I'm about to be working on my all original street album, and you can also send beat submissions to my email, surrealmusic@gmail.com. So I'll be looking out for new beats and everything. So it's about to go down. I got a new mixtape that's about to drop. I say anytime, like in a month or so, it should be dropping real soon. It's called Breaking and Entering Part 2, hosted by DJ Young Sam. He a well-known DJ, film director.
Breaking Boys Off?
Yeah, Breaking Boys Off.
Breaking Boys Off, yeah.
See, he well known, man. So all we out here in Arkansas, we fool with Breaking Boys Off.
I'm gonna send DJ Styles your way. He done did a lot of things. He one of the 18 DJs we got rocking around the state, and he doing big moves. He done did a lot of, beats for, like, if you look up, you done heard of Kevin Gates, right?
Oh yeah,
he on the new Luca Brasi mixtape. He did a couple tracks, you know what I'm saying, for him.
Okay.
And the list goes on, so you know what I'm saying. We working and they watching it.
Okay,
we always
here's a picture of Surreal online.
Surreal is beautiful.
713.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice looking picture right there. Nice.
We already
look,
Instagram friends.
we got some music from you, Don. What you got, Surreal?
We got the. I'm turned up. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Miss Dixie got to work.
Miss Surreal.
Yes,
I'm
baby.
loving all of this. I got a few questions for you.
Oh, go ahead.
One, how does it feel working, like being the first lady, working with all the guys, and what other Houston artists do you have coming up on your new stuff? And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, wait, what was the last question?
How old are you?
Everybody wanted to know that, huh? Well, as far as the artists that I'm working with on my new project, I have Killer Calion on my new project. We have a song called Dope Case. And I have, who else? Of course, Fat Pimp, and he's going to be on my new single, Water. And I have a well-known DJ out here also. He's a Go DJ, Hood Hefner. He's on my mixtape. Who else? I got a gang of people on my mixtape. I'm trying to see. Yeah, you caught me off guard. That was so many people. Like I'm just trying to remember everybody and not see. Oh, I got pretty much every female out here that's in the street doing their thing. They're on my mixtape. We got a song called Nothing But an H-Thing. We remixed the June 27th DJ Screw. We remixed that. It's all female. We have a video out there too. So if you type in Nothing But an H-Thing, it'll show our new video that we did for June 27th. And that features Royalty, Troublesome, Worry B, who else? Uzi, Lyric. It got a gang of videos on there. Cat St. John, everybody. So, who else? It's a lot of people on my mixtape. I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all just gotta be ready for it. It's going down.
Really? You know we ready for it.
So you got any? I know you touring. So like, where can we see you at? Are you gonna be close to Arkansas anytime soon? In Arkansas?
If I get booked in Arkansas, of course I'll come to Arkansas.
They wait on that phone call to make that money work.
Y'all heard it, man. Hey, I don't know promoters.
No. We need to go say that. You talking to them. We're gonna talk business at another time.
Yeah. If I get booked in Arkansas, I'll definitely come out there. But yeah, with this mixtape, I am hitting the road. It's gonna be a lot of areas like surrounding Texas, and then also I'm hitting Atlanta and Miami. So those pretty much where I'm gonna be at once this mixtape drops.
Really well. Before we spin the single that I'm Turned Up by Surreal, first name of the Swiss Eyes. You got any shout outs or whatever?
I want to shout out to everybody on this phone right now. I just really appreciate you guys reaching out to my manager Paula and giving me this interview. It means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all wait out there, I'm waiting out here, and y'all fucking with me, so I appreciate it.
Already, that's
And shout out to my whole camp, Mr. House, and shout out to everybody at H-Time doing their thing. Shout out to all the females doing their thing. And shout out to all the real niggas that's making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
So it's going down. And the song y'all about to play is I'm Turned Up, right?
Yeah.
Alright, shout out to my producer that produced that track. His name is Loki. He shout out to the Beat Bakers. It's going down. The real Switch House. I'm Turned Up. Let's run it.
Point Trill, man. That boy been hard that options 4330088, man. It's going down on that Chief mixtape. Almighty, all my brothers and sisters, let's go.
Birthday shout out, you wanna hold on for a second to do it live? You say you want to?
Cut up a little bit.
What you scared for? You talking to J-Walk, by the way. You talking to J-Walk. But yeah, you wanna do live? You sure you wanna do live? Oh man. Yeah, I'll put that hold, alright? You gotta wait for the sound on, alright? That's what's up. Hold on, alright? We got one person in here. Wait for the sound to go off and we'll
This rap and I'm working now. Pull the 8 o'clock out at 5. I hit the trap and set the trap alive. Bitches, good people, records, they stay on mine. Smart guys like a fucking hustle. Count money, working finger muscles. Bad hoes, shake your booty muscles. Do it for my niggas in the struggle. It's big stakes in this
That's the end of that track.
Title before you don't know, later on,
it's going down. Turned down for what? Dundee ain't turning down. Dundee ain't turning down. Dundee ain't turning down. He not gonna turn it down. Street biggest blessing edition. This going down. Shout out to that boy Doug Trip, man. I promise. You hear me? Memphis, stand up.
I came here to admit it. All day I got work. Better know I got another on me. I ain't in no limit. In your bitch, and if she wet enough, I'm swimming. But no matter how bad she is, I guarantee I'm not spinning. Keep your head like a hairnet, that gray A. I sell that in 09. I had some and I took a break and I fell back. For the next shit, I was back at it. What can I say? It's a bad never going back to being broke cause I drove for my dad.
Go holler.
88.3, the Real Underground Show, the street's biggest blessing edition. Your boy Big Hall Leg in the house with Glam. We over here doing a playlist. If y'all don't know what the playlist is, this is a playlist, BDS registered, media-based registered. For all you artists that got y'all stuff like registered, you get your check every 6 months off these spins. We are registered at 88.3. Fuck with us. Can I cuss? Can I cuss on that?